Alright, starting up with 2026 Benco Test 5 Section 3. In our last video, I forgot to mention the marking scheme for number 35 and number 36. So I'll do that here before we jump into the Section 3. So for number 35, you'll get 1 mark for the total, 1 mark for the percentage. For number 36, you'll get 1 mark for the total, 1 mark for the average in CM, and 1 mark for converting. Alright, so good. Now number 37 in section 3, test 5. Alright. So, the setting now. Shown below are donuts and cupcakes, and they purchased a number of cupcakes and a number of donuts and spent a total of $105. He spent $45 more on donuts and cupcakes. How many cupcakes did he purchase? Well, if he spent more on one than the other, this looking similar to like an unequal sharing question. So this is the extra that he spent on donuts than cupcakes. So let's remove that, right? And calculate the amount spent on each. So from the total, which is 105, you're taking away now the 45. That will leave us with 60. From the $60, we share that between two categories, cupcakes and donuts. Alright, so you spent $30 on cupcakes, and donuts you spent more, because it will be $30 plus the $45. However, the question just asks for cupcakes, so you don't even need to find out the donuts part. So this here is good enough for the cupcakes. So we know now we want to calculate the number of cupcakes. The cupcakes are being sold for two for $6. Alright. You spent $30, so that's 30 divided by $6 to find out how many groups of 6 we got. That'll be 5 groups. And in one group, you're getting 2 cupcakes. So for 5 groups, it'll be 5 by 2, which is equal to 10 cupcakes. So we'll get 1 mark, 1, 1, 1, 4 marks. All right. Number 38, we have which person is selling the bicycle at a higher price and by how much more. So we have Mike, we have Larry, we have Mike adding VAT, Larry giving a discount. So first we need to find out the cost of the bike by each person. So if it's plus 12.5% VAT, first we need to find out the VAT amount, which is equal to 1/8, 12.5% is 1/8, 1/8 of $960, which is equal to $120. So the price would be the $960, the cost price, add the VAT amount, which is $120. That will give us $1,080. Now Larry is a discount, so we need to calculate the discount amount. So it's 20%, so 20 over 100 multiply by 1,600 over 1. Cancel the zeros. 16 by 2 is 32, add 0, so that's $320 in discount. If it's a discount, we need to subtract the value. Alright, so the total paid, or the total cost by Larry, would be the $1,600. Take away $320, and that will leave us with $1,280. So looking at this here now, we realize that it said which bike is the higher price, and by how much? So it is by Larry and to find out by how much more, we subtract $1,280, take away the $1,080, and that will leave us with $200 more. So Larry is selling the bike for $200 more. All right. 1, 1, 1, 1. Number 39. The set shown below is a game. Every time the target is struck, it moves 1/4 turn in a clockwise direction, which is this way. If you miss, it will return to 0. After 5 throws, Frank scored 35 points. How many quarter turns did the arrow move in the 5 throws? So you have 5 throws to make 35 points. So 35, take away 5. So 1 throw you go on here. So remain with 30. From that 30, he continue. He didn't miss. Let me say he hit 10 points. That will leave us with 20 points. So you come here. So this is 2 throws so far. From the 20 points, you see hit a 15. So you go again. Like 3 throws. So you have 5 points remaining. So that means now on the 4th throw, he missed because there's only 5 points remaining. Which means if he missed now, it's going all the way back to 0. So I'm going to draw this out better for you all to see. So the first 3 points, 1, 2, 3. Then he went back now, all the way 1, 2, 3, 4, going back. But he still have 5 points to make. So the 5th throw, to leave you with 0 points here, he had to hit a 5 again, which is 1 more time here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 quarter turns. Alright, you'll get 2 marks for any working done. And you get 2 marks for the final answer. Number 40, the table below shows the number of t-shirts sold in a day over a period of 5 days in a factory. Alright, on which day were the t-shirts sold closest to 500? So rounding off, you'll realize is Monday. Alright, so we round it off, we realize it's Monday. What is the average number of t-shirts sold over the 5 days? To calculate the average, first we need to calculate the total. Calculate the total, we add 452, 643, 443, 592, and 700. That will give us a total of 2,830. I wanted to calculate the average. To calculate the average is the total divided by the number of numbers. In this case is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So divide by 5, and that will give us 566. Last part says now, the factory wants to increase the daily average to 600. How many more t-shirts will they have to sew over the 5 days to make that daily average? So you want to find an unknown, so you find the total. So the total for that new average, or the new total, will be the 600 multiplied by 5, which is 3,000. So basically they want to make 3,000 t-shirts over the 5 days. At present they're making 2,830. So much more to get this average would be the 3,000, take away the 2,830, and that will leave us with 170. Marking scheme 1, 1, 1, 1. Alright, and that's it for section 3, test 5. If you all need any further assistance with section 2 and 3 worded problems, grab yourself a copy of this green and this blue workbook. 100 questions each, only section 2 and 3 worded problems, and then guide in solving these questions helps a lot of students is this formula book. Alright, easily accessible to find the formula that is needed for these questions. Alright, so you could grab a copy of your formula book, additional practice, blue and green book. Right, that's it for today. Make sure and revise. All the best.